Hello, everybody. It's Mrs. Pound, and we are starting a new chapter today, chapter 2.4 on Protists from Purposeful Designs Life Science. The first section we're going to talk about is section 241, the diversity of protists. So, our objectives today will be to identifying the defining characteristics of protists and describe the habitats of protists. So, what is a protist? A protist is an organism that has a nucleus but it is not an animal, plant, or fungus. And so it might surprise you because you probably think it's a plant, but the algae on this rock is actually a protist. They're also, or these are organisms are considered to be members of kingdom Protista if they have been excluded from the other four kingdoms. So this is kind of a catch-all kingdom that you belong to if you don't belong to any of the others. Most protists live as unicellular organisms. And a unicellular organism is a one-celled organism. So most of them are unicellular, not all. So most of them are very small. But then there is kelp, giant kelp in the ocean that is very large and is also considered to be a protist. Protists can be found in saltwater, freshwater, the watery tissues of other living things, and in soil. Generally, they need a moist environment. The three main categories of protists are plant-like, animal-like, and fungus-like. And they get their names from the way they feed. So plant-like protists photosynthesize, like this euglena in the background. You see it has green chlorophyll for photosynthesis. Animal-like protists eat other organisms. Here is an amoeba, and it will extend out these extensions here on its in the cell, and it will engulf its food. It will surround it and form a vacuole around the food. Most fungus-like protists are saprophytes that feed off decaying matter. So in the background here, we have some slime mold, and that is a fungus-like protist. So also some terminology we need to know that will help us later is autotroph. This is an organism that makes its own food from simple substances. So autotrophs are our plant-like protist. And then there are heterotrophs. This is an organism that cannot make its own food. The heterotrophs would be the animal-like protists and the fungus-like protists because they don't make their own food. So our objectives today were to identify the defining characteristics of protists and describe the habitats of protists. So don't forget your 5 questions and keep watching the video to answer the questions at the end.